know it's just gonna be like a trip of a lifetime.
This is one of my favorite.
And then the whole imposter syndrome starts coming. I'm not gonna lie, this one is my favorite.
Pumpkin.
Guys, welcome back to my channel. What a contrast from yesterday. It's so weird because I have been in a hormonal depressive slump for, I would say, the last week, and I was filming like the voiceover to the intro of this video yesterday, being honest and open with you guys about how I have been on and off suffering with depression for, I would say, the last couple of years now. Anyway, I did this voiceover explaining to you guys what that felt like. Anyway, I went back to the computer this morning and I listened to it and I was like, oh my god, girl, you sound miserable as hell. Which I was. It was just a really bad day, and it's just funny the contrast in today where I'm like, I'm just feeling more myself again, and I know that it is hormone related. So any of you guys who are watching this and you underestimate women's hormones, please don't, because every month we go through the same feeling. Anyway, I've deleted the miserable voiceover, and yeah, I just want to be transparent with you guys about how it is on and off. Depression it can be really debilitating, and I think as a creator, I put a lot of pressure on myself with what I do for work, and it's really difficult when I am like my brand, right? I am the one that has to show up on screen, film myself, show my best self, entertain you guys, create a good video. And when you're in this space of just like, you feel like you're spiraling, the last thing you want to do is go on camera and you I start picking at everything. Like, I start criticizing how I look. Oh, you don't look pretty enough to be on camera today. You're not making any sense. No one cares what you say. No one cares what you think or do. Like, self-deprecating. And then the whole imposter syndrome starts coming. It's like, oh, it's just a really scary place to be in. If any of you guys feel the same, just know that it's completely normal. But I will say that I am, as a woman, I am sick of dealing with it every month. It's not fun.
As you're about to see, this data can give us some really interesting insights. So in this across to average view duration here, which is on average watches it, then it doesn't matter. But a longer short has the opportunity to get more.
Thank you very much.
Oh, if you want some directly.
I think like the whole Casey Neistat thing started, that gorilla pod.
Because he
would just wrap it around anything and then vlog.
Latest obsession has been pumpkin, because it only cost about $1 here. So if you chop up a load of pumpkin, you put it in the air fryer, it tastes so good, and it's really, really nice with salads as well. I highly recommend.
It's the Dolly Alderton Everything I Know About Love, and I think I'm very late to the bandwagon on this book, but I'm really enjoying it so far. She's an English writer kind of around my age. It's a memoir, and she was writing about the days of MSN when we were all at school, and oh my god, it's just so reminiscent. Like, MSN Messenger used to be life when you were a teenager at school, and it's so funny to read about her memories of it.
This is one of my favourite Nordic cafes called Copenhagen. Oh, they just do the best cinnamon rolls.
The one annoying thing about this living room situation is that there is no aircon in here, so it gets so freaking hot. I never understood why siestas aren't a thing in Asia. When it's like peak heat in the middle of the day, you take a nap. And I was like, that makes perfect sense. Why don't we do that in Singapore or Bali? Okay, so some exciting news. I've booked flights to Melbourne. I wanted to go to Melbourne for such a long time now, just because so many people have told me, Georgia, you would love Melbourne. Like, it's one of Australia's like most, I think, creative and coolest like cities to be in. And I've been to Sydney and I've been to Perth and I liked them, but when I was younger I always thought I wanted to move to Australia. And then when I went to Sydney and Perth, I was like, actually I don't think like it's really my vibe. If you guys have any recommendations for Melbourne, please do let me know in the comments below. But I'm also really excited to try like all the coffee shops and the food, and yeah, I'm really excited. It was a very spontaneous trip because I basically found some really cheap flights on Scoot. It was a really good deal with a one-day layover in Singapore on the way there, which is absolutely fine with me, obviously. We were able to convert some miles as well to Scoot. If you guys don't have the City Premier Miles credit card, I highly recommend that you get it if you want to accumulate air miles. Then it is the best one to use if you're based in Singapore. I'm going to leave a link down below for you. They give away things like Apple iPads and Dyson hair dryers as the sign up reward for your credit card, which is it's like a no-brainer, right? So with the Premier Miles card, you can actually convert your points into KrisFlyer miles, and then KrisFlyer can be used with Singapore Airlines and Scoot Airlines. You can actually like be put towards something, whether that's like free flights or business upgrade or whatever it is that you're looking for.
On the subject of saving money, I've just found this book called Girls That Invest. It was promoted on Instagram, and I think they are a well-known podcast, which I actually haven't listened to before and I really should. But it's a guide to financial independence through stocks and shares, and it's kind of like investing for beginners, in particular aimed at women who don't really know where to start with investing. I've been giving this a read on Google Books just to see if I like it, and I've really been enjoying it. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and actually order the book.
Already, I have a business, a small business called House of Pangaea, which is an online print store where you can buy photographic prints for your home. And we've just had 5 new releases on the website, and the prints are just so beautiful. I'm going to share them with you guys in a moment. Since I've started the brand, I have appreciated even more the importance of having good artwork in your home. The difference it can make to not only your home, but like also your mindset and your mental health. Like, I'll wake up, see the prints on the wall, and it just like instantly makes me feel happy. And I think that's something we've managed to do really well in House of Pangaea, is that the prints on there, a lot of them are nature themed, and so like bringing nature and great outdoors kind of inside gives your whole home like a whole different feeling. Like the morale is just lifted. We also do free delivery to Singapore. But yeah, building like a brand from the ground up isn't something I've like really had experience with before, and it's been such an enjoyable journey so far, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. So thank you all to everyone that supported me with this so far. I always appreciate it.
And just for reference, these are our collector size prints.
I'm not gonna lie, this one is my favorite. Frangipani is honestly just like the best smell in the world. I have a frangipani tree up here, and every day you're just like given these beautiful flowers. They smell so good. Is it just an Asia thing to have frangipani trees? I'm not sure. Oh, so good. It's a beautiful evening, so after a day of editing and just being on the laptop, I wanted to come out and enjoy this walk. There's not many places to walk in Canggu. It's not a very walkable area, but there is this one here which is still surrounded by rice fields, which I love because they seem to be diminishing quite quickly. So there's a nice green space here, and it's a beautiful evening.
on trying pizza from Tony's Pizza. I've heard really good things. Oh my god, that looks so good. Also got some mozzarella sticks. Garlic dip is my all-time favourite dip to have with pizza, and the fact that they've got it is just amazing. So, yummy!
Good morning, good morning. I am feeling not my best. Yesterday I suddenly came down with this like random flu thing. My throat felt like there was razor blades in it, and I spent the whole day yesterday just in bed trying to rest up, hopefully rid of this whatever it is, because I am going away next week on a trip, which I'll talk more about in a moment. But I've just been taking lots of medicine, drinking lots of hot water, honey and lemon. But to be honest, I am feeling better today than I was yesterday, so that's something. I want to get you guys onto my latest obsession, Bacha Coffee. I was kindly invited to the new Bacha Coffee outlet at MBS in Singapore, and I got to pick out some coffee, and I got this Tolteca chocolate one, and it is so delicious. Oh my god, my throat. Let me know if you guys have tried it, and let me know what your favorite coffee flavors are, because I want to try some new ones as well. I also have the cutest little mugs as well. I think these would be such nice Christmas presents. Just got a new delivery of washing. It's so nice to drop your washing at the laundrette and then they just kind of do everything for you. It comes back folded, ironed, and like ready to put away. So next week I'm going on a trip that has been on my bucket list for a while now. So excited. I am finally going to the Komodo Islands. I'm finally going to go see the monstrous Komodo dragons. I think if you follow me a while, you've probably heard me talk about Komodo dragons very often. I just think they're amazing. They're literally like dinosaurs, and I can't believe they're like still roaming the planet. So yeah, I'm flying to Flores, which is an island in Indonesia, and then I'm going to spend 3 nights on a boat island hopping around the Komodo Islands, and it's going to be amazing. I know it's just going to be like a trip of a lifetime. And yeah, I don't think I've ever slept overnight on a boat before, so a few nights on a boat is going to be really interesting. So the majority of this Komodo trip is going to be a lot of snorkeling. I'm really not like an open water person. I'm not really a water person in general, and open water really scares me, mainly because I can't tread water very well, and also I get really freaked out. But I'm in like the middle of the sea, and there's this massive like ocean beneath me. What's really funny is that I am going to be that girl that's wearing a life jacket when I go snorkeling, and I am quite embarrassed because like I'm going to be on the boat with a bunch of strangers and people I've never met, and I know they're going to judge me hard. You know how people get those really like beautiful Instagrammable photos of them like diving under the sea in Bali, and I'm just like, nope, I'm going to be floating on top with a life jacket on, and it's going to be the most unattractive thing you've ever seen. But yeah, you have to laugh at yourself sometimes, so I'm going to be that girl with the life jacket on. Hung my Raffles print up here. How pretty does that look? This one I took myself, by the way. It's at Raffles Hotel. Oh, it just looks so pretty on this wall. It just gives it such a nice pop of colour. I'm going to wrap the video up here, guys. So thank you so much for watching. As always, remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!